I am one with my glorious I Am presence and Holy Christ Self, my personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment. I pull in my aura so that it is fully contained within my heart diamond and within Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. Today, I have been asked to talk to you about a substance known as ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is a mixture of herbs that have been specially prepared from the great Amazon forest of Brazil, and it is ingested by people in order to have what they believe to be a spiritual experience. And it is indeed a spiritual experience for many, as they are granted access into certain realms of consciousness by the use of this drug that they, in their normal state of consciousness, would not normally have access to. And so, with all drugs, it can be used and it can also be abused. But the rate of abusing ayahuasca is perhaps the lowest among all drugs, because it is not a pleasant experience, shall we say, as far as consuming it. So you don't get the high or the good feelings that you get from consuming other drugs. But then, after the nausea or the bodily discomfort, there is a shift in consciousness. And so when it is used for this type of experience, it can be of great value indeed. I wish to remind you that all substances are created from one unique atom, or life force, if you prefer. So no matter what you are taking into your body, you are altering your state of consciousness. Everything you consume, beloveds, either raises your level of consciousness or lowers it. For most of you, and I'm speaking to all of you other than those who are already ascended masters, for an ascended master can consume any substance and not be harmed by it and not be affected by it in any way, because his consciousness is already beyond the level of being able to be affected by physical substances. So, for the rest of you, if you are consuming meat or other products that result from the death of a consciousness, you are automatically lowering your level of consciousness. It will vibrate closer to the level of that which you have ingested, rather than to your own natural state of high consciousness. The more life force there is in a substance, the more it will raise your level of consciousness. Therefore, raw food will have the highest effect on raising your level of consciousness. And then, beyond what food does, there are herbs and other substances that will actually allow you to shift consciousness to another realm. The herb sage, or as it is called, salvia divinum, will also bring about a shift in consciousness, although it is much more temporary in its effect. So I am not here to tell you what you should or should do as far as consuming substances. I can tell you what effect it will have on your being. And then it is up to you to choose whether you wish to raise or to lower your level of consciousness on a regular basis. Remember that these effects are also temporary. Although certain substances will last longer in terms of its effect on your consciousness than others, none of them will cause a permanent shift. And it is the permanent shift that you truly wish to experience in your beings, beloveds. It can be helpful to have a session with ayahuasca, especially if that is your first proof that heaven does exist, that there is a reality beyond the physical one, and that you are a being beyond the physical one. But at some point, you must permanently lift your consciousness up into the state where you know at all times that you are a divine being. So use these substances parsimoniously and only with the goal of advancing your spirituality. And then continue to do the day-to-day work which is required to permanently lift your consciousness into a higher state. And that is what these videos are for, beloveds. For when you watch these videos, you are being lifted into a higher state of consciousness, whether you are aware of it or not, and whether you feel it or not. Because sometimes the effect is so subtle within you that on a day-to-day basis, it is hard to notice the upliftment that you feel from the video. However, if you watch these videos regularly and do your meditations regularly, you will notice the difference from between how you feel now and how you felt before you began watching these videos. I wish you to continue at all times to be conscious of life, of your breath, of light, of love, of all of the true aspects of your existence upon this planet. Be focused on these aspects, beloveds. Know that light and love is infinitely available to you. It can never run out. And you are only limited by how much you choose to receive. Receiving this love light into your being is the basis of all your spiritual work at this time. For this love light is conscious energy, programmed by me to awaken, to inspire, to heal, and to uplift your entire being into a greater reality. So do this for yourself, beloved. Do this for your loved ones, that they might benefit from your spiritual advancement. And so they might be inspired to undertake this same work as well. For at some point, everyone must undertake it for themselves. So I thank you for this question. I thank you for listening to this video, for all the spiritual work that you are doing. I love you, and I bless you always. I am Metatron.